So Max Crosby won't be wearing a Baltimore Ravens jersey in 2026. I'm here to tell you why and what does that mean for the Chicago Bears. What's up, everybody? Welcome to BTS Bears Talk Show. I'm your host, Kevin. Go ahead, smash the like, leave a comment, and please subscribe. Help our channel out. Max Crosby is not going to be playing for the Baltimore Ravens in 2026, and I'm going to be honest with you, I can't believe it. I want to try to remember when you heard a player such as Max Crosby be traded, and 3 days later, 4 days later, something like that, it not happening. It was backed out. The sole news right now is that the Baltimore Ravens were not ready to commit to Max Crosby due to the injury report. That his physical didn't pan out as great. How bad could it be? Because the Raiders said this. You Raider fans that are watching this, you guys, your ownership said that, hey, Crosby, you need to sit out these last 2 games. Crosby was aggravated about that, and it led up to all of this. But yet we have Crosby jumping and dunking and dribbling during all this. Did the Raiders want to just sit him out? And was he healthy and the Raiders wanted just to sit him out and then not play him? Or was he really hurt and the Raiders were like, there's no reason to play Crosby. We're going to try to be better next year. Let's sit him out because he is hurt. I don't believe that. I do believe 50-50 he was hurt. They wanted to ensure the first round pick. But I don't believe that this is all because of his physical. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't know how the fan base was about giving up the picks and the assets it took to acquire Crosby, but this is interesting that Hendrickson is still out there. Would the Baltimore Ravens done this if Hendrickson was not out there? If Hendrickson signed yesterday, today, or day one, would they have still said, hey, we're not into Max Crosby? Because it would be really interesting if Hendrickson will be wearing the Baltimore Ravens jersey in 2026 and not Max Crosby. Could it be that the Baltimore Ravens GM was sitting home on TV and was like, wait, he's still there? And someone's like, we can get him for so and so and so and so and not have to give up the picks. And maybe they did look at Crosby's medicals and was like, he's obviously hurt right now. Because Crosby never said he wasn't hurt. He said he wasn't, to the place where he can't play. And what does that mean for the Chicago Bears? Bears fans, I want to hear from you. Are you guys are like, yeah, let's go for Max Crosby? Importantly, I'm hearing that the Bears did offer 2 first-round picks. Remind you, our first-round picks are not going to be 7, 8, and 10. It's 25 this year, and it's another, hopefully, the last pick. But admit is 25 and 25 for Max Crosby. And I would do it because if the Bears did that, they improved the best player available at edge. They improved at linebacker. They improved at safety. The 3 main parts of the defense. So Bears fans, Crosby is alive. Baltimore fans, let me know what went on. Were you happy what they gave up in the beginning for Crosby, and are you displeased that they didn't go through with the trade? And Raiders fans, do you believe that Crosby was hurt to the degree that maybe the Ravens backed out due to the fact that Crosby's injury was not, they didn't feel comfortable enough, or they wasn't like, hey, yeah, he'll be fine and ready for week 1? Or were they like, hey, there's a lot of damage there and he will be ready for week one, but there's a lot there that we don't feel comfortable with. Because, I mean, Baltimore is giving up a 14, and then next year they'll be like, hopefully they're going for a Super Bowl, so they're like, we want to pick last. So 14 and 31, 14 and 25, 27. I would take the chance unless there is something bigger there. This is interesting, and over here at BTS Bears Talk Sports, when breaking news like this goes down, it involves the Bears, but it involves a lot of other teams. And I'm going to give you the best news as possible and the most honest opinion. But like I said, it would be very interesting if Hendrickson signs with the Ravens. Because then I really do believe that the Ravens were like, yeah, he is a little hurt. Hendrickson's still out there. He's hurt right now, but he'll be ready for week one. But maybe we could be as good as we want to be and still draft at 14. You know what I mean? So that I believe that Hendrickson. Here's what I believe. I believe that yes, Crosby is hurt right now. To the degree that the Baltimore Ravens say, of course not. Of course not. I believe that the Baltimore Ravens GM was sitting on his couch, and when he found out that Tyreek Henderson was still available, he was head scratching, and started to think. And then, you know, and then he puts the phone call and finds out that for 20, maybe Hendrickson's willing to come down from that $30 million. Maybe he's like, okay, I'll take 25, 26. But they're giving him the 3 years. And they're like, well, looking at the report of the history, the Hendrickson seems better and ready to go, and we don't got to give up the same picks, and we might actually acquire more production from Hendrickson because, matter of fact, although Crosby is the better player right now, I don't think that's so necessary true because Hendrickson had back-to-back years of 17 sacks. When he's playing, he's sacking, and that's that. Crosby had 10. Missed a few games. Can Crosby be a 13, 14, 15 sack guy? Of course so. But Crosby's just so awesome. So's Hendrickson. So you can get a very similar player that when he's healthy is going to have 17 sacks. And not give up the first round picks. And the financial money is about the same. I'm just saying. I don't believe that his injury is so bad that the Ravens backed out of the trade 4 days later. That's something that would have been done within hours. You would have heard this. The Baltimore Ravens have traded for Max Crosby for so and so and so and so. 2 hours later, breaking news, or 5 hours later, or even next morning, the Baltimore Ravens back out of the trade due to Max Crosby's report of his physical. That's it. Not days later, guys. I'm sorry. That means that GM found out that someone's still available and you don't have to give up those picks. That's what it means. Very interesting. If Hendrickson signs with the Ravens, which I guarantee you that will happen soon as possible. Thanks for watching ETS. Don't forget, let me know your opinion. Do you believe what I believe? Do you believe something else? Do you know more? Please feel free to let us know. God bless. Good night. Bear down.